Have you ever asked yourself why some people seem to have their money working for them, while others are always working for their money? It's a fascinating concept, isn't it? You see, the key difference lies in understanding the true value of money. Money in its most basic form is a tool. It's a tool that can help you achieve your goals, fulfill your dreams, and even secure a comfortable future. But to harness its full potential, we need to shift our perspective. Many of us view money as a means to an end. We work, we earn, we spend. But what if we could flip that equation? What if we could make our money work for us instead? Imagine living a life where your money grows even while you sleep, where your financial future is not tied to the number of hours you work each day. That's the power of understanding the value of money. It's time to stop working for money and start making your money work for you. The first lesson about money is understanding the power of savings. Let's start with a simple truth. You can't build wealth if you don't save money. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in the bottom. No matter how much you pour in, it's never going to be full. Savings is the plug that stops the money from leaking away. The first step to harnessing the power of savings is to embrace the concept of paying yourself first. This doesn't mean splurging on the latest gadget or designer clothes as soon as your paycheck comes in. No, paying yourself first is about setting aside a portion of your income for your future self before you pay your bills or spend on anything else. It's about prioritizing your financial security and future over immediate gratifications. Think of it like this: every dollar you save is a seed. Plant it today, and it will grow into a tree that bears the fruits of financial stability and freedom. You're not just saving money, you're cultivating your own money forest. Now you might be wondering, why do I need to save money? I have a stable job, and I'm managing my expenses just fine. Well, life has a funny way of throwing curveballs when you least expect them. This is where the concept of an emergency fund comes into play. An emergency fund is a stash of money set aside to cover the financial surprises life throws your way. These unexpected events can be anything from an unplanned medical expense, a major car repair, or even a sudden job loss. Having an emergency fund gives you the peace of mind that you can handle these surprises without going into debt or sacrificing your basic needs. The power of savings is not just about having money in the bank. It's about financial security, peace of mind, and creating a platform for building wealth. It's about taking control of your money, and by extension, your life. Remember, a penny saved is a penny earned. So start planting those seeds today and watch your money forest grow. The second lesson is to understand your expenses. Imagine that your money is like water flowing through a pipe. If you have leaks, you're going to lose water. The same goes for your money. If you don't know where it's going, you're bound to lose it. Understanding your expenses is about patching up those leaks. Now, I want you to think of your expenses as falling into two categories: needs and wants. Needs are those non-negotiable expenses like rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, and healthcare. Wants, on the other hand, are optional expenses like dining out, vacations, or a shiny new gadget. It's important to separate the two because while it's okay to indulge in wants, they should never come at the expense of your needs. Tracking your expenses is like shining a light on your financial habits. You might discover you're spending more on takeout than you thought, or that you're shelling out a hefty sum for subscriptions you barely use. This knowledge can be a real eye-opener, and it's the first step towards creating a budget. A budget is essentially a plan for your money. It's a way to ensure your income covers your needs, contributes to your savings, and still leaves room for some wants. But without understanding your expenses, creating a budget is like trying to navigate a labyrinth in the dark. So, how can you start understanding your expenses? Well, it can be as simple as keeping a spending diary or using a budgeting app. The key is to be consistent. Make it a habit to track your expenses daily or weekly, and over time you'll start to see patterns and areas where you can cut back. Making better financial decisions is all about being informed. It's about knowing where your money is going and making conscious choices about what to do with it. When you understand your expenses, you're not just reacting to your financial situation, you're actively shaping it. Remember, money is a tool, and like any tool, it's most effective when used wisely. If you're mindful of your spending and understand where your money is going, you'll be in a better position to make the most of it. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your money. The third lesson is to invest wisely. Now, investing might sound like a game for the wealthy, or something you'll do one day when you have enough money. But let's debunk that myth right here, right now. Investing is simply putting your money to work for you. It's about buying assets that can potentially earn you more money over time. These assets could be anything from stocks and bonds to real estate and mutual funds. The key is to pick assets that are likely to appreciate in value over time, generating a return on your investment. One of the most crucial aspects of investing wisely is diversification. It's an age-old saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. And it's as true for investing as it is for life. By spreading your investments across a variety of assets, you can reduce the risk of losing all your money if one investment fails. Diversification can help protect your wealth while still giving you the potential for growth. Now let's talk about the magic of compound interest. It's the secret sauce that can turn a modest sum into a significant stash over time. When you earn interest on your investments and then reinvest that interest, you start to earn interest on your interest. This snowball effect can help your wealth grow exponentially over time. It's not about getting rich quick, it's about getting rich slowly, steadily, and surely. Bear in mind, investing always comes with risks. The value of your investments can go down as well as up. But by diversifying your portfolio and taking advantage of the power of compound interest, you can mitigate some of these risks and increase your chances of achieving your financial goals. Remember, it's not about timing the market, it's about time in the market. The earlier you start investing, the more time your money has to grow. Investing isn't just for the rich, it's a way for anyone to grow their wealth. The fourth lesson is to avoid bad debt. Now you might be thinking, isn't all debt bad? Well, not necessarily. There's a big difference between good debt and bad debt, and understanding this distinction is paramount to securing your financial future. Good debt is an investment that will grow in value or generate long-term income. For example, taking out a loan to purchase a home or to invest in your education can be considered good debt. These are things that over time are likely to increase your net worth. On the other hand, bad debt is something that quickly depreciates in value and does not generate income. It's often associated with purchases that you can't afford, and it typically carries high interest rates. Credit card debt and payday loans are prime examples of this. Credit cards can be a useful tool when used wisely, but they can also be a slippery slope into bad debt. The allure of instant gratification can lead you to spend beyond your means, and before you know it, you're in over your head with high-interest debt. The same goes for payday loans. These short-term loans often carry exorbitantly high interest rates, trapping you in a cycle of debt that's hard to escape. High-interest debt is like a hole in your wallet. The longer you let it linger, the more money you're essentially throwing away on interest. It's money that could have been put towards savings, investments, or towards fulfilling your financial goals. So, how do you avoid bad debt? It starts with living within your means. Before making a purchase, ask yourself if it's something you need or something you want. If it's the latter, consider saving up for it instead of resorting to high-interest debt. It's also important to have a solid emergency fund in place. That way you're not forced to rely on credit cards or payday loans when unexpected expenses arise. In the end, it all boils down to making smart financial decisions. Remember, not all debt is created equal. Choose wisely. So, we've learned some valuable lessons about money today. Let's take a moment to recap. We started with the power of savings, understanding that setting aside a portion of our income, no matter how small, can accumulate into a significant amount over time. Next, we delved into understanding your expenses. We learned that it's not just about how much money we make, but also about how wisely we spend it. It's essential to know where your money is going and to eliminate unnecessary expenses. We then spoke about investing wisely. Investing isn't just for the wealthy. With a little knowledge and a solid plan, anyone can make their money work for them. And finally, we discussed the importance of avoiding bad debt. Remember, not all debts are created equal. Knowing the difference can save you from financial pitfalls. Money management isn't a secret science, it's a discipline. Start applying these lessons today, and watch your financial health improve.